I work for Rebel Foods. I had their technology function. And what is Rebel Foods? Some of you might know the company name, but most of you might be familiar with our food brands like Behrouz Biryani, Oven Story Pizza, Lunchbox, Fasos, Smooth for that matter in Bangalore, Wendy's, the burger. So I think till now all of you might have heard every use case on the earth about AI, generative AI. So let me spare you all from that, and let's talk about even more interesting thing than technology, which is food. Why? All of us, it touches all of our lives every day, multiple times during the day. And what can be more interesting when food and tech comes together and create magical experiences? So let's, I'll set some background that what is the domain and what we are trying to do and how technology is disrupting this market. Well, to set the context, if you see a lot of large traditional companies which have been digitally transformed by some of the even larger companies. So if you see in the retail space, Walmart was the biggest at one point of time. All of you know that who has replaced it with digital transformation. Blockbuster, which was in media entertainment, all of you know that Netflix has come over it and it's even bigger. And Blockbuster is, by the way, bankrupted. Nokia, a lot of product innovation has happened with technology, OS, internet integration, and how it's been disrupted by Apple and Google phones of the world. Ford Motors, Tesla, Marriott, Airbnb. What about McDonald's? 100-year-old business, traditional brick and mortar business, is still the largest F&B player in the world. So how, with the evolution of e-commerce, internet world, McDonald's still is the biggest F&B company. Who is going to fill that question mark? That's still a question mark. But let's take a shot at how we are disrupting this market, what we are building, and why we are building. If you see current landscape in India about the restaurant business or food business, where's the opportunity here? India has lowest capita restaurant penetration, like 0.2 per 1,000 people. Per 1,000 population, we have 0.2, while China has like more than 50, US has 21 and all that. So you can see the number, even Brazil has 50 plus restaurant per 1,000 capita. India is supply constrained market with lowest per capita retail space, like 54 square feet per 1,000 people versus US of course 21,000, but China has like 420 square feet per 1,000 people. So whenever the restaurant wants to open a business, everybody is struggling for high street retail space. And that's why the rents are so expensive and businesses are not able to scale or match that cost or make it hugely profitable business. And that's why if we see the number of large restaurant chains in India, only 3 have been able to scale more than 500 outlets in India, only 3. And that too, none of these are Indian, of course. We are the second most populous country on the planet. Still, no single brand in India has scaled to that level. Now, while the landscape is here, the challenges and all that, at the same time, the contrasting view is that we have the largest population using a smartphone or with digital innovation and digital adoption. Like we have 800 million plus smartphone users, and with every passing day, like fintech, like payments or commerce, quick commerce, users are becoming more digital savvy. So the large population sitting there, digital savvy, and the ways of operating are still traditional. If you see in last 5 years, in 6 years itself, the volume of the food market is growing 5 times, from 4.6 billion to more than 21 billion. So for all these reasons and opportunities and the demographic view, the food has to reach to the customer more digitally with whatever interaction points are there. That's what our thought is, that how with more millennials and Gen Z customers who are so digital savvy, the technologies or technology adoption, the way users are consuming every day, and it's touching our lives every day, how can we bring the food closer to, or food experiences or any interactions closer to the customers? So if you see the internet and social media penetration, 800 million plus users, behavioral changes, convenience and digital authenticity of food, because anybody who wants to order the food digitally, they want like proper reviews, higher rated brands, or proper hygienic food. Nobody wants to play with that, right? So with all this digital footprint, what is the solution out there? Is cloud kitchen solution? Even this term has been coined 4-5 years back. While we started business or we pivoted business, these terms were not there. So everybody has their own understanding and interpretation of cloud kitchens. What is cloud kitchen? It was also called ghost kitchens, dark kitchens, and all that. But our take on this is that we pivoted our business from single brand retail outlet to multi-brand commercial shops behind, let's say, high street retail shop, because our main philosophy in this is we are detaching the brand from real estate, which is the biggest blocker in expansion of food brands, as well as making it hugely profitable in country like us. So while cloud kitchen of course has a lot of advantages and there are some cons also. So is this the solution, or there is some modification? As I mentioned, the benefits like real estate cost is lower, overhead cost is lower, you can expand faster, while the challenges are that customer interaction is less. How do you provide the more face time, or let's say the better customer experiences? Dependency on D2C channel, that you have to develop your own D2C channel and network, maintaining hygiene standards and all. So what to do with these challenges? Smart cloud kitchens, just a term, but it's to tackle these challenges. How do we attack these problems? Lack of customer interaction with proper training, well-trained staff in our customer delight and riders, time management, a lot of usage of data-driven decisions and AI in kitchen automations. Dependency on D2C channel, like we are as much as a food company as much as a tech company, so we have built our own D2C channel. Maintaining hygiene standards, tech-enabled quality checks, not only depending on the humans or manual. We are also running international brand Wendy's from our kitchen, so you can understand the quality and hygiene standards that international brand is operating from Rebel Cloud Kitchens. Also, the answer lies in technology and customer experience. While there are a lot of use cases where we have embedded the technology, we work on customer backward in problem solving. So in food, it's quite interesting because every day, like there are interesting problems, whether it's related to consumer preferences or let's say recommendations to customer, or the taste buds, or the palate changes. How do you cater to all those needs? Then, of course, where we can embed the technology, whether it's supply chain management, whether it's kitchen operation management, whether it's delivery fleet management, or our D2C channel. So that's where we have embedded technology, and we solve the problem in customer backward approach, and that's where we are trying to reach the sweet spot in F&B sector. Well, how we are building it? So at the foundation lies the Rebel operating system, which has 3 pillars. One is technology, which is software and hardware technology both. Second is supply chain, supply chain network, which we have built across the country and in some international locations as well, where across the India we provide same consistency of the brands and products with our own supply chain network. And third pillar is culinary innovation, that how the product innovation, that alpha beta phase goes of product, how it gets launched across few kitchens, then pan India or international, that whole process and how it's embedded with kitchen automations, where this can be made consistently and with the highest quality. In the middle there lies the brands, where we are developing our own brands. So it has 3 sections, like we have our own brands, Behrouz, Oven Story, Fasus, Lunchbox, and all that. There are like more than 15 brands out there. We have taken franchisee for Pan India for Wendy's. We have partner brand, where we have built all this railroad network, and partners can come and utilize this network of supply chain technology and everything. And some partners have utilized and scaled very well, like Naturals Ice Cream, Anand Sweets in Bangalore, MOD, Meadow Donuts. So that's where the brand layer lies. And these all are separate. The whole operating system, where brands can be built, launched very fast, pan India or international. Then is the distribution channel. We have our own distribution channel, Eat Your app. And of course, on all the third-party channels, Swiggy, Zomato, even ONDC, international markets, Talabat, Grab, and all. So these integrations are there, so our products and brands are available on third-party channels as well. Some of the use cases I have picked, which are quite interesting, means of course there are multiple systems and multiple services which are solving or building this business, but some of the use cases where technology is embedded. Kitchen automations is the key, because in technology, like we see that how do we get the higher throughput from, let's say, optimized infrastructure and all. In food also, in kitchen, with same fixed cost, how do we sweat the assets more and get higher throughput? So what processes can be automated to an extent that at every station or at every level, how many seconds can we save? In 1 minute, how many orders can be created for each of these brands? So that's how we design our kitchens, we design our stations, we put the machines, whether semi-automated, fully automated, or manual, whichever works there. So this is one of the key, because this keeps our costs in control, and that's how the profitable or sustainable business can be made. For example, one of the use case, visual AI quality control machine, where if you put the dish under this machine, it will tell you temperature, weight, appearance, whether it will accept or reject automatically, and will highlight the reason for the same. So yeah, a little bit innovation. Of course, it involves hardware and embedded software there. Increasing customer touch points via technology. So we are doing experimentation. Last year we have started offline food court, which is in Eat Your format, where under one shop, which is queue-less ordering and all, you don't have to, there's no waiter and all, you just order on iPad or iPad, which is available there from multiple brands, or you scan the menu and order there. The order will come automatically, and you don't have to go in a queue and order. So that's the experiment we are trying in the offline world, because Eat Your, in a way, it's a food court on app in digital format, now we are trying in omni-channel way, where the physical food courts are coming, and one is on Mumbai-Pune Expressway at Khalapur, one is in Pune Law College Road. If you get a chance to explore it, it might be different experience. So of course, all the technology built for that. Attention, so kitchen automation is the key. Second is attention to growing palate, right? As I mentioned that with customer preferences, taste buds changes. Let's say in this business, we are very agnostic. If let's say one experiment of a brand or food category doesn't work, we can do it in very less expensive or least expensive way. We can do the experiment, we can launch the product in a couple of kitchens. If it doesn't find the product market fit or the right ratings, we can just take it out, even brand or product. So doing the experimentation is easy. And let's say 10 years down the line, if of course Indian consumers are getting more and more health conscious, but we have launched the health brand. It's doing very well in Dubai, but in India it's not as much. People still connect health with Subway kind of product. So we are looking at product market fit there. But with this model, we can keep on launching the brands or acquiring the brands, and they can run on this platform. And if you see the canvas, we have divided the use case into 2x2 matrix, where if you see any food need can be fit into this 2x2 matrix canvas. Either a person during the day ordering a value meal for individuals, or value meal for group, or indulging into family and friends dinner with the large group, or indulging oneself, right, with the food. In this, the whole journey of whole day, the food is one product where the person is touching like street tea also, in the evening probably 5-star dinner also. So the palette and the variety available there is huge and humongous. So how do we cater to all those needs and simplify? So that's where this 2x2 vision comes, that some brands are single and value serve, some are indulgent and for group. And this canvas can be infinite actually. So we are developing a lot of international local brands also for Dubai. There are different brands. Some brands we have ported. Behrouz Biryani is at more than 40 locations in United Kingdom now. So this canvas can keep on growing. We can keep fitting the brands. We have built the whole railroad for that. There are 5,000 plus internet restaurants which are already running. Third use case which I picked, streamlined supply chain, and as we have said, there are multiple brands, multiple products, so the complexity is huge. And that's where the fourth point is also there. Data is the key and automation is the key. Where across the network from one end to the another of the country, how do we track and trace every different SKU, what's the consumption in what order, what kind of SKU is going in, how much quantity and all that too. And our variances are very low in like point some decimals, very low. Data is the king. Well, money says data is the oil, but we also say data is the king. And I think a lot has been spoken on that. In a lot of use cases, of course, in our business also, whether it's customer recommendation, churn prediction, discount engine, on D2C side where we are interacting directly with customers, or let's say in supply side, the forecasting of orders, forecasting of SKU to prepare some of the material to reduce any kind of wastages. or to reduce the stock outs and all that. Then on the fulfillment side, it's like promise delivery time prediction, where one is the time, another is the cost optimization with driver utilization or rider utilization in efficient manner. And then marketing mix model, what kind of marketing spends we are doing on different third-party platforms, what is the ROI coming, how can we tweak it automatically without manual intervention. So a lot of data science and data work goes behind all these verticals. If you see, we are the full stack player. Most of the e-commerce companies either are playing into one area or two at max. We are the full stack who is playing in 3 to 4 areas. Predicting food delivery time, that was there. Customer experience is everything. Of course, nothing works in food unless your product is good and customers are liking it. So that remains one of the core, and how we have built the culinary innovation process around launching the products and brand and finding the market fit is unique in itself, and how we have taken it to scale. A lot of each product, each category, different kind of innovations happen. If you see the octagonal box in pizza, this looks simple but easy. Like in circular, the pizza might get messy. In octagonal box, it remains more intact. So such simple experiments also matter at scale. Summing it up, kitchen automation is the key, attention to the growing palette, streamlined supply chain, data is the king, and customer experience is everything. Thank you for your time.